The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. These words aren't just poetry, they are power, they are peace. They are a promise that no matter what valley you walk through, no matter how dark the night or how heavy the burden, you are not walking alone. A shepherd does not lead from behind. He leads from the front, eyes scanning the horizon for danger, voice calm and steady, guiding the flock. The Lord is not distant, watching from afar. He walks before you, beside you, behind you. He knows your name, He knows your needs, and He never leaves you behind. Think about what a shepherd does. He feeds, He protects, He leads, He restores. That's not just comfort. It's a calling to live with courage. Because if He is your shepherd, then fear loses its grip. You may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, but you don't stay there. You walk through it, and the Lord walks with you, rod and staff in hand, not to punish you, but to protect you, to guide you, to keep you on course. This truth isn't just for the mountaintops when things are going well. It's for the days when you're tired, discouraged, unsure of what's next. It's for the moments you feel lost, overlooked, or overwhelmed. When you feel like giving up, remember who is leading you. You're not walking by chance. You're walking by choice, following a shepherd who has never lost a sheep. And even when we wander, He seeks us. Even when we fall, He lifts us. Even when we're surrounded by enemies, He prepares a table, right there in the presence of what was meant to destroy us, because He is not intimidated by the storm. He is the one who speaks peace to it. So when your strength fails, when your plan crumbles, when your heart feels weak, remind yourself who your shepherd is, not just a leader, not just a protector, but the Lord Almighty, the Creator of heaven and earth, the one who called light out of darkness, who makes rivers in the desert, and who says to you, I am with you always. This is more than motivation. It's a foundation, a reason to rise each morning with hope, a reason to face every challenge with resilience, a reason to stand firm when the world shakes, because you are not following a stranger. You are following the Good Shepherd, the faithful one, the one who laid down His life so you could live. So don't walk in fear, walk in faith. Don't bow to doubt. Stand in the confidence of who leads you. His goodness and mercy will follow you, not just sometimes, but all the days of your life, even when it's hard, even when it hurts, even when you don't understand. Let that truth settle into your soul today. Let it steady your heart and sharpen your vision. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not without direction. The Lord is your shepherd, and because of that, there is nothing you lack. The Lord, as our shepherd, leads us personally and intimately, ensuring we are never alone in our journey through life. His role as shepherd means He provides, protects, and restores us, even when we walk through difficult and dark seasons. God's guidance offers us courage and peace, allowing us to walk through fear and uncertainty with strength and confidence. Even in times of weakness, failure, or danger, the Lord's presence remains constant. He pursues, rescues, and prepares blessings in the midst of adversity. Trusting the shepherd means releasing control and walking in faith, knowing His plan and purpose are greater than our current circumstances. With God as our shepherd, we are promised enduring goodness and mercy that follow us daily, giving us hope, purpose, and peace. The Lord, as our shepherd, is not distant or detached. He is near, intimately involved in every step we take. A shepherd does not direct from a high tower. He walks among the sheep, calling each one by name, knowing their habits, their needs, their fears. In the same way, God knows us deeply. He knows when we're weary. He sees when we're hiding our tears behind smiles, and yet He stays close. There is a deep assurance in knowing that we are never left to wander alone. While the world may shift and relationships may fade, The shepherd never abandons his flock. His eyes are always on us. His voice is never silent. Even when we feel surrounded by confusion, his whisper of guidance cuts through the noise. When we stumble, he doesn't scold. He reaches out. When we stray, he doesn't give up. He searches and brings us back. The beauty of having the Lord as our shepherd is that we are fully seen, completely known, and endlessly loved. We don't have to strive to be noticed. We don't have to fear being forgotten. His leadership is not harsh or demanding. It's gentle yet firm, strong yet compassionate. This kind of closeness is not just for holy moments. It's for everyday living. Whether you're on a mountaintop or stuck in a valley, his presence remains steady. The Lord walks with you through every season, every struggle, every success. When the Lord is our shepherd, we are under the care of one who provides not just what we want, but exactly what we need. His provision reaches into every corner of our lives, feeding our soul when we feel empty, calming our minds when chaos surrounds us, and refreshing our spirit when life feels too heavy to carry. He knows when to lead us to green pastures, when to slow us down beside still waters, and when to press us forward through uncertain paths. But provision isn't where his role ends. As shepherd, he also protects. His rod is not to harm us, but to defend us from the unseen dangers that lurk in the shadows. His staff pulls us back from the edge when we drift too far or run towards something harmful. We may not even be aware of the dangers he's already shielded us from. How many times he stood between us and the things meant to destroy our hope. And then there is his restoration. Life has a way of wearing us down, leaving us broken, tired, and discouraged. But the shepherd restores our soul. He breathes new life into what we thought was beyond repair. He doesn't just patch us up. He renews us from the inside out. The Lord doesn't merely lead us from one place to another. He transforms us as we follow him. Each step we take under his care builds resilience, peace, and quiet strength. We're not wandering aimlessly. We're being guided by the one who sees the whole path ahead and walks it with us. When the Lord is your shepherd, fear loses its power. The presence of the Almighty walking beside you transforms every valley into a place of purpose, not panic. Life will bring shadows, moments of uncertainty, loss, disappointment, but the shadow is not the substance. It can't harm you when the light of the world walks with you. With God leading, courage rises even when the path ahead looks unclear. Faith doesn't mean you'll never feel fear. It means fear doesn't get the final word. It means you step forward, even with trembling hands, because you know who holds the map. You may not know the next turn, but you know the one who planned the journey, and that changes everything. His guidance brings peace that doesn't rely on perfect circumstances. You don't need to have all the answers when you're following the one who does. You can rest even in motion. You can breathe deeply even in battles. Because the shepherd doesn't just walk with you. He walks ahead, clearing the way, making room for victory where there once was fear. In his presence, strength is not something you have to muster up. It's something he gives. Your heart may grow tired, but he renews it. Your steps may falter, but his hand steadies you. And even when you feel surrounded by darkness, his voice cuts through the fear with clarity, reminding you that he is still in control. There's no need to run or hide when the one guiding you has never failed. His path may lead through storms, but never without purpose. With him, you don't just survive, you move forward with boldness, knowing that every step taken in his direction is a step away from fear and a step into promise. There will be moments in life when you feel like you've gone too far, messed up too much, or drifted too long. But the truth is, the shepherd never stops pursuing his sheep. He doesn't give up on the lost. He doesn't abandon the broken. His love doesn't waver based on your mistakes. It remains constant, unshakable, relentless. When you fall, He doesn't wait for you to climb back up on your own. He reaches into your pain, lifts you with mercy, and carries you with strength. Even in the presence of enemies, fear, shame, discouragement, He prepares a table, not a battlefield, not a trap, but a table, a place of nourishment, of honor, of peace. He feeds you right in the face of what was meant to take you down. He blesses you in the presence of every lie that said you wouldn't make it. That table is a reminder. You are still chosen, still valued, still covered by His grace. His protection isn't always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's the closed door you didn't understand. Sometimes it's the delay that felt like denial. But He knows what you don't see, and He's always working on your behalf, even in silence. He stands between you and the threats you didn't know were coming. He fights battles you never even see. And when the enemy surrounds, He surrounds the enemy. There's no situation too tangled for Him to redeem. No distance too great for Him to reach. When the world gives up on you, the shepherd leans in closer. His protection is personal. His pursuit is passionate. His love is unmatched. You are not left to fight alone. Not today, not ever. Trusting the shepherd means surrendering the illusion that we have to control every outcome. It's choosing faith over fear, even when the road doesn't make sense. So often, we want the full map before we take a single step. But the shepherd calls us to follow Him one step at a time, trusting that He sees what we cannot. It takes courage to let go, but peace begins where control ends. He doesn't always lead us on the easiest path, but He always leads us on the right one. Sometimes it winds through unfamiliar terrain. Sometimes it climbs steep hills or dips into valleys we didn't expect. But each moment has purpose, even when it feels hidden. Every detour, every delay, every quiet season, He's using it all to shape us, to grow us, to prepare us for more than we could imagine. When you follow the shepherd, you're not walking in circles. You're walking toward destiny. The shepherd doesn't waste time, and He doesn't waste pain. What feels like waiting may actually be refining. What feels like loss may actually be positioning. He sees the beginning and the end. While we see inches, He sees eternity. Following Him means learning to walk in peace even when the path is unclear. It means believing His heart when you don't understand His hand. You can move forward without knowing all the answers because you know the one who holds them. You're not walking blindly. You're walking faithfully. And every time you choose to trust instead of fear, to move instead of freeze, you draw closer to the abundant life He designed specifically for you. With the Lord as your shepherd, goodness and mercy aren't just occasional blessings. They are your constant companions. The beauty of His promise is that He doesn't just show up in the good times or when things go according to plan. His goodness follows you when you're in the storm, when you're tired, and when the way forward is unclear. In every season, His presence remains steady. It's in the moments when you feel lost that His mercy is most evident, offering you grace and love that never run out. Imagine that, goodness that chases you, mercy that hunts you down. You don't have to search for it. It's always near, always flowing. His goodness is the way He blesses you even when you don't deserve it. The way He opens doors you didn't think possible, and the way He holds you close when life feels far from what you expected. Mercy is what catches you when you fall, what extends the grace you never earned and always need. His goodness and mercy aren't just promises for the distant future. They are real today. They meet you right where you are, in the middle of your day-to-day struggles, in the midst of the challenges that feel like they might overtake you. These aren't abstract ideas. They are tangible realities that make every moment a little brighter, every hardship a little easier, and every victory a little sweeter. And when you feel like the world is against you, remember this: His goodness and mercy will not leave. They will follow you through every season, never abandoning you, never forgetting you. With him by your side, there is always more ahead than what you've left behind. When you truly understand the depth of the Lord being your shepherd, everything changes. The anxiety that once overwhelmed you is replaced with peace that passes all understanding. The fear that kept you up at night is silenced by the steady presence of a God who walks with you through every shadow. You begin to see the world not through your own eyes, but through the eyes of a shepherd who holds the map to your life, a map designed with purpose and love. Every step you take, every decision you make, is guided by a hand that will never fail you. His leadership isn't just a comfort for the good times. It's a refuge in the storms. When the road gets hard and the way forward feels impossible, you don't have to figure it out alone. You have a shepherd who knows exactly where you are, who sees the next step, and who will guide you through it all. You may not know where the path leads, but you know who is leading it, and that makes all the difference. The beauty of being under his care is that you are never forgotten, never overlooked. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are his beloved sheep, uniquely crafted, cherished deeply, and he is so committed to you, so invested in your journey, that he will never leave you behind. Even when you wander, even when you falter, his voice is always calling you back to safety, to peace, to purpose. So when life seems uncertain, when your plans fall apart, when the world feels like it's crumbling around you, remember this: you are not alone. The Lord is your shepherd, and he will lead you beside still waters, restore your soul, and guide you in paths of righteousness. His protection will surround you, his provision will sustain you, and his mercy will follow you all the days of your life. This is not just a promise for tomorrow or for the distant future. It's a promise for today. The goodness of God is not a distant dream, and his mercy is not an abstract idea. They are real, tangible, and active in your life right now. He is working in ways you may not yet see, aligning everything for your good, even when you can't comprehend the big picture. You don't have to figure it out. You just have to follow. The shepherd will lead you to what you need when you need it, in the perfect timing that only he can orchestrate. Every trial, every triumph, every season of growth is covered under his leadership. In moments of peace, his presence comforts you. In moments of pain, his presence strengthens you. No matter where you find yourself, whether in the mountain tops or the deep valleys, his goodness and mercy will follow you, never leaving your side, never letting you go. This is the reality of having the Lord as your shepherd. So, take a deep breath and step forward in confidence. You may not see the whole picture, but you know the one who holds it. You may not have all the answers, but you know the one who is the answer. Keep walking, keep trusting, keep following, for the path he has for you is filled with purpose, hope, and abundant life. Every step you take is a step closer to the promises he has spoken over your life. And when you reach the end of the journey, you will look back and see that every moment was filled with his love, his guidance, and his unfailing faithfulness. The Lord is your shepherd. You are not alone, and you will never be alone. Keep following him with confidence, knowing that he has gone before you, prepared the way, and is waiting to lead you into the fullness of his grace and goodness.